Well, hello again. Today I'm going to review another ebook. Okay, I know last week I reviewed Spirit Thorn, which I read online, and I really liked it. This is another book that I found online at the same website that I found Spirit Thorn, smashwords.com. This book is The Son of Man by C.W. Johnson. That's the cover right there. Okay. This book was a little different than what I usually read, okay, because the only way I could describe this is if you could just, it's a mix of things. If you could take one part science fiction, one part Christian mysticism, you know, one part conspiracy motif, dash on a little bit of love story, and you get this, okay? And this book was very fast-paced. You know, it's a very fast-paced, hard-to-put-down book. That's all I can describe it. The plot of this is basically they find some of Jesus Christ's blood, okay, and they want to clone Jesus. Is what they want to do. They want to bring him back. Just think of it sort of like what they do in Jurassic Park. Well, this time they're doing it of Jesus. And the main characters in this are this girl Maria, who is chosen to basically be the surrogate mother of the Jesus clone, and the man she ends up marrying, who's just a simple country boy named Todd. Okay? And along the way, there's all kinds of problems, because what you have to understand is they're trying to bring Jesus back. So there are groups that want to manipulate this, they want to use it to their advantage. Others don't even condone it. You know, and then there's other things going on. By trying to clone Jesus, they arguably set into motion a series of events that bring God and other forces into play. And there's this guy, he's a hobo. He keeps going around calling himself Jesus. Well, then the powers that be kind of select him to be the new Jesus clone's guardian. He has all these powers and stuff. It's really cool. If that weren't enough, there's an asteroid coming to hit Earth, okay? So right away, just think of this as a sort of, I don't know, Da Vinci Code meets Armageddon or Deep Impact, you know? Yeah, there's all this conspiracy going on, and then you got the disaster film motif coming in as well. And society's falling apart because they can't destroy the asteroid, and there's just this last-ditch effort for Maria to give birth to Jesus, and that's basically it in a nutshell. And I don't want to give too much of it away. I never want to give too much away because I like for people to read the books I review. Okay? Some things I noticed about this book. One, there was a lot of symbolism to the Bible. Okay? I'm the biggest heathen you'll ever meet. I'm about as non-Christian as you can get, and yet even I picked up on some of it, you know? Like the fact that the main character Maria is so similar to Jesus' mother Mary. Very similar. A lot of the situations are similar. Yeah, that's about it for that. And also, one of the things that I really liked about this book was the fact that it doesn't just, it moves around in different areas, you know, like it, one minute they're happy, and then the next minute, you know, the conspiracy people are out to get them, and then some of the conspiracy people are on their side, you know, there's always something going on. This book doesn't really lag. Okay, some books have like a very lagging middle, or they take forever to really get into, and then the last part's good, or they just are good, then they have a really retarded ending. Okay, whatever. This one, it's pretty good throughout. It keeps you from getting bored, you know. Storyline keeps changing, and then a lot of the characters, like the Jesus hobo. I, for one, the whole time I was reading this, I kept wondering, is he a good guy or a bad guy? You know, like there was a little bit of mystery to it. You know, some of the characters, you don't know really which side they're on. You know, looking at their actions and whatnot, you don't know if this guy's a good guy or a bad guy. You know, it could really be seen either way. So, yeah, check this book out. It's really awesome. The author, C.W. Johnson, he made 2 other books in this series. There's another one, Elders of Zion, and then the third one, I forget what it's called. I'm going to have to go ahead and download those. Those weren't free like this one, though. You know, because usually I don't spend money on ebooks, but those I think I might make an exception. This one I found for free, and it just looked interesting, so I went ahead and read it. So, if I had to rate this, I would give this 4 out of 5 stars, and I'll tell you why. One, I think this is something anybody could enjoy. Okay, you don't have to be a sci-fi buff. You don't have to be a religious fanatic. You don't have to be anything to get something out of this book. You know. Plus, you know, it has staying power. I could see this as still being an interesting book to read 10, 20 years from now. Okay? And because there's so much going on, there's so many parallels to the Bible, you could even look at this in an academic sense, you know, and compare it to, you know, religion or other texts that have been written. Because there really is so much going on with this book. So please check it out. Once again, this book is The Son of Man by C.W. Johnson. I'll put that up there. So, be sure to check this out, alright?